Hi, I'm Dave from Tomii Cycles. So I'm a custom frame builder. We've been around since 1990. When I originally started building frames, I was one of 3 builders in the world that would build you a custom titanium frame. So what we're showing here today is something that I would consider kind of state-of-the-art for us. These are some examples of some of our gravel bikes. This particular build here was built specifically for a customer. It features Reynolds double-butted tubing, Reynolds tapered chainstays, and they're 3D printed dropouts. We like to use those specific parts because of the way they integrate together, the things that they will do as far as making an exceptionally nice riding bicycle at a very low weight with the durability of titanium. Other features you'll find on this particular bike is it's set up with S&S couplers, which will allow it to pack conveniently and easily for travel, fit inside of a standard airline regulation case. The frame also uses a T47 bottom bracket, which I really like for a number of reasons. I really like the large diameter of the tube used, which allows me to be able to spread out my down tube, seat tube, and chainstays into a larger surface area around the shell. Actually increases the strength and rigidity in that portion of the frame. The frame also has a 44mm head tube using an 1.1 to 1.5 tapered steer tube on a titanium fork. This customer specifically requested a titanium fork that would allow for use of a 12mm through axle, flat mount for the front disc brake, and this bike also has got one of our custom gravel rack designed to carry a small trunk pack on the front. Also gives the ability to auxiliary mount a light on the front of that if you want to. The bike also has got one of our Tomii Cycles titanium seat posts and one of our production titanium stems. The bike is built out with Campy Super Record. This customer is very much an old school guy. It's been around forever, so we opted specifically to have cables for his shifting system. This also makes it easier for packing, as far as packing into the S&S case. Another feature that I really like that we just started doing is these dry brakes, which actually allow you to disconnect the hydraulic lines for both front and rear, so the handlebars come off completely from the system to make it really, really easy to pack. Really great system, and they're very, very small, very compact. If you look at the bike that's next to it, it's my own personal bike, which I built a number of years ago. It started off just kind of as an exercise in trying to do some sort of different things visually, using this really large top tube. This seat tube actually is isolated from the top tube with urethane, so it actually is designed as a way to be able to increase compliance on the seat tube area, yet we've beefed up the lateral structure with a large top tube, large diameter seat stays, big down tube on it, the T47 bottom bracket again, to be able to make it so that you've got a very efficient structure while maintaining a very comfortable ride. This also is built with the Reynolds tubing, with the double-butted main tubes, and their tapered chainstays, tapered seat stays, and the 3D printed dropouts with the flat mount. Both of them have got titanium forks that we make. The gravel bike, my personal one, has got a smaller dimension, lighter weight, tapered tube fork. Once again, flat mount design. This is the fork that I build specifically for more compliance, so a little bit more comfortable, designed for lighter riders. And I actually like the way it's got a little bit more movement, quite a bit more comfortable and more flexible than your final carbon fork. The customer with the Super Record bike opted for something that's more heavy duty, so he's quite a bit heavier rider and a larger rider, and he also wanted clearance for bigger tires. So this is a Unicrown style, similar to what you see on the smaller tapered blades, but with increased width between the blades and increased vertical dimension. This particular bike has got a 650 on it right now with a 47C tire, but it will also clear a 700C with up to about a 48C. So a lot of tire clearance on the bike, and the bike is going to be delivered with 2 sets of wheels.
Website?
Website is tycycles.com, and you can find more information about these bikes and all the other products that we offer. We do ship international for anything that's on the website, and always happy to answer questions.
Hi, my name is now Tomii. I'm a builder owner of Tomii Cycles, Austin, Texas.
And you've been around for a long time. I've heard of your brands. So you've got a road bike here.
Yes.
Coming back to road bike, it's quite beautiful.
Thank you. This is like kind of like a traditional build, like horizontal top tube, steel fork, steel stem, but with new Dura Ace Di2 12 speed, but with rim brake.
I like rim brakes.
Me too.
The aesthetic is so beautiful.
I know.
On a road bike, I think, much better than disc brake.
Yeah.
And you also do gravel bikes and bikes for bike packing, I understand, so we've got one over
Yeah,
here.
that's my stock model called Fat Canvas. Yeah, it's a gravel bike. Yeah, it's the pretty big tire. I designed to fit 650B 2.2 or 748. Yeah, with custom matching cutter, rear rack, MB adventure fork. Fun bike.
Very beautiful. And each bike is custom, or?
For this model Fat Canvas, I have a stock size.
Okay, so you have some stock sizes.
But since Tomii Cycles is a small company, custom geometry is available.
Sure. What is a frame and fork, for example, price approximate on a bike like this?
So starts $38.50.
Okay. And for the steel bike over here, like
Still, this white one is full custom, so like starts around 55.
what's your website?
Website, TommieCycles.com.
I'm Tony Batchelor from Portland, Oregon, a builder at Tonic Fabrication. This is our 20th year building bikes, and we bring a gravel bike to this show and a single-speed cross kind of adventure bike. This is my personal bike. I kind of based it with a theme of a goose, a Canadian goose, for ornery reasons. The challenge I created was to do the drop chainstay that I formed in-house to accommodate the double Dura Ace crankset, traditionally running a 40-42. So the 34 will be the big saving grace. The 50, we'll see how long that lasts until maybe a smaller chainring and some 3D printed accessories come into play. And so this is my son's bike. It's a single speed cross bike, which is something he excels at. And he also does most of his riding on a single speed bike like this. So we made this one take a bit larger tires so he can do some cross country races on it as well. The fork is a custom paint job from a local artist named Chris Haberman. It's a Fast Times at Ridgemont High theme. It has some inappropriate subject matter on it, as well as some kids-safe subject matter. It uses a PF30 eccentric, because on his previous single speed, I tried a T47 eccentric, and it was not a great success. But you gotta try.
What's your website?
Oh, my website is tonicfab.com.
Hi, my name's Andy. My business is called Twmpa Cycles. I build gravel bikes in Wales in the UK. And the name of the business, Twmpa, comes from the name of the mountain up behind my workshop where a lot of riding and testing gets done. The bikes I'm building, as you can probably see, are not your typical gravel bike insofar as frames are all made from ash. The ash is grown, milled in Wales, so it has pretty low transport miles on it, which is a great thing from my perspective. I've always been a great fan of using native British timbers, and ash makes a fabulous material for building gravel frames from. Reason being that it's shock absorbing properties. It is shatterproof. It's been used for centuries for making tool handles from. Most things that you hit things with. Sledgehammers. Bikes are not all custom. It's 80% are probably custom. I offer stock sizes, but it's not much of a markup, though. Most people end up supplying me with their bike fit data, and we go from there. Website, twompacycles.co.uk.
Hello, I'm Julien from Victoire. I'm coming from France, and you are here with Summer for Work. We are mainly doing steel and stainless steel bicycle for every use. Road, gravel, French randonneurs, touring, everything. We display today 2 stainless steel bikes and 2 steel bikes. Everything is made in-house, including painting, and we like to work on details. It's a gravel bike. I'm riding it for 2 years now. It's a mix of steel and stainless steel, so you have chainstay made of stainless steel, and every contact point, like drop pods, bottom bracket, headset, water bosses, they are made of stainless.
Henrietta Watts from Watts Frameworks up in Seattle. And I have my in-progress Aero all-road Aero rando bike, inspired by a mix of like modern Aero features and classical building techniques. Trying to merge sculptural building with performance-oriented design and trying to eke out some efficiency for those long rides. WattsFrameworks.com.
Hi, I'm Brad from Bradford Designs. I make these awesome modern steel gravel, mountain, and road bikes out of Sacramento, California. This is our Gazos, which is our main model, shown with the Fox Transfer SL dropper post and the new Fox front suspension fork, taper cast 32, full Chris King, Matt Bourbon Grupo. And then this is a Porsche factory heritage color, moss green metallic.
We have to say the lighting does not do these bikes justice.
Please keep in mind this was an old ship factory and this was not designed for retail lighting.
There you go.
Yes.
Continue the tour, please.
This is our Gazos all-road with the full Envy en-route system and a Z coupler, which features a hydraulic line coupler down here. So within 5 minutes, you can take the bike completely apart and put it back together. No visible cables, and the frame has full stainless internal supporting lines for the brake lines, so you get no expansion or brake fade.
Website.
WH Bradford Designs, but the best way to find us is on Instagram.
Here we are at the White Industries booth. They got a lot of goodies. In fact, you want to see how these goodies are made, check out my link below for the factory tour. Let's just do a quick pass.
I know I got a lot here. Yeah.
And in a moment, we're going to get a scoop on that lovely bike in the center of the booth from Alec himself.
Yeah, I mean, we have super specific.
You're saying which brand? Oh, the Apple.
Yeah, so it's a whole other level.
By the way, that's that motherfucker from Bike Rimmer. You
Hey, Alec, what's the deal on the bike over here, mate?
Well, this is Squid Bikes. They're our friends there in Sacramento, and we got some pretty sweet stuff on here. Polished Rolf hubs with custom painted rims. These are our new Luna carbon rims, so like an all-road. Also a VBC chainring set in silver, which is new, as well as a 12-speed. So kind of officially announcing those, hopefully available in the next couple months.
from Wilde Bikes. We are based in Minneapolis, and this is our first lug bike. And the whole deal here is that we make this 1.1" very modern carbon gravel fork with all the good gravel features, internal dynamo routing, 3-pack mounts, fender rack, etc. Right? And so we wanted to show people that with that fork, you can build a very, very lightweight, modern gravel bike with all the gravel features, 50C tire clearance, you know, 3-pack mounts, you know, all that stuff in a beautiful lug package. So we wanted to stretch ourselves for the show off our first lug bike, and here it is. And I think it's a really amazing blend of classic aesthetics and modern performance. This is one of our titanium earth ships. This was a custom, and so the customer really wanted sliding dropouts because they like to single speed when it gets muddy and nasty out there, so they don't blow up an expensive drivetrain and can finish the race. It is butted titanium tubing for, you know, the most supple, best ride that you can possibly have in Thai. Built around the Envy Adventure fork, and it's finished off in this lovely Northern Lights is the color, Cerakote finish.
What's your website?
Wildebikes.com, that's wild with an E.
Hi, my name is Fred Cuthbert, and I build Wolfhound Cycles in Talent, Oregon. And this is one of my gravel bikes here. One of the unique features is the short stem and longer top tube length.
That is a wildly short stem.
Yes. It's for people who want to ride road or gravel bikes but don't like the way traditional road or gravel bikes handle. I run a slightly slacker head angle and anywhere from a 70 down to even a 40 millimeter stem with the drop bars. Same thing here. This one is actually part of the same batch as the black one. It's definitely built up a little bit nicer, a little bit higher end components, but same frame.
I mean, yeah, you could change the front tire, but the back.
That's the Retro Cruiser. That's curves and lugs, and a big piece of my sanity was lost into this.
What's your website?
Wolfhoundcycles.com.